I'm here at Oshkosh 2024 with my mentor, Lauren. Can you state what you do in aviation?
Sure, yes. So I am a first officer and airline pilot for Southwest Airlines, and I also still fly small planes for fun.
Very nice. What made you get into aviation? What motivated you
With
to?
that fire
Yes.
aviation bug. So
Yeah.
I got the aviation bug growing up on a grass airstrip on the northwest side of Houston. So grew up flying with my dad who flies for fun as a hobby. So I started flying for fun as a hobby. I just fell in love with it completely.
Can you share a memorable experience when you were flying?
Ooh, that's a really good one. I'd say one of my most sentimental, memorable flights was coming back from getting my flight instructor certificate, flying from Louisiana to Texas. It was the height of COVID, so had flown to Louisiana to go to an awesome DPE there to finish that certificate, get my certificate. And so flying back, my dad flew back with me. So I was leaving probably one of the biggest truck rides I had taken in my life up until that point with my dad, just over the moon elated that I had done it. I got my flight instructor certificate.
Yes.
It's very special.
What fun trips have you been on recently or?
Fun trip. So very recently, just 2 or 3 weeks ago, Southwest, we're stopping flying to Cozumel August the 4th of this year. So one of my other first officer friends called me up. I was on the couch. She was on the couch in Baltimore and was like, I see you're off next week. I was like, I am. She's like, you want to go to Costa Rica? I was like, sure, but why don't we go to Cozumel? Because we can't non-rev fly for free on Southwest after August 4th to Cozumel. So we hopped on. The next week, we went on a spontaneous trip, went snorkeling, drove a Jeep around the island.
Awesome.
Those sorts of trips are so fun.
Yeah.
And a perk of getting to be in the airlines, we can just hop on and go.
What advice would you give to young girls that are trying to get into aviation?
That's a very good question. I'd say my biggest piece of advice is just get started. And once you get started, don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't stop until you get to wherever you envisioned yourself from when you started your journey.
Yeah.
Whether it's being in the military as a fighter jet pilot, a cargo pilot, or in the civilian world, an airline pilot, or a flight instructor flying private jets, whatever your goal or objective is in aviation, don't take no for an answer.
Are there any specific skills or qualities that you believe are essential to being a pilot?
Number one, definitely your ability to work with other people because we're typically in a crew environment.
Yeah, teamwork.
Yes, teamwork and always working for the best outcome for the whole team and the mission, completing the mission to the best of everyone's ability. Also, other skills, problem solving.
Yeah.
It's very much up there, problem solving, because there's always so many challenges that will come up, whether it's, for example, maybe your landing gear doesn't come down on the first try. You're going to have to run an emergency checklist, troubleshoot, and figure out how to get it down. So problem solving is another big one. That's an important skill. And patience.
Yeah.
I think that's not really one that's talked about as much. There's perseverance to get through those challenges, but the patience of, I know where I want to be in my career and I'm taking all the steps to get there, but it does take some time sometimes. So savoring those moments throughout and just enjoying it as it comes and knowing it is going to work out. So having that patience and perseverance to get to that end.
Definitely.
Long term, being at Southwest as an airline pilot, I'm currently a first officer. Our captain upgrades, it goes up a seniority. So I have a good number of years, probably at least 7 to 8 years before I had the seniority, but also the very necessary experience to lead the flight deck and our other crew members whenever flying in that capacity. But definitely would love to be a captain one day. That is a top goal of mine, as well as maybe other positions within the airline.
I think that is all of them. Well, yeah, thank you for letting me interview you. And this.
Of course, thank you so much for taking the time to interview me. And it was a wonderful week getting to get to know you
Yeah.
and invest in, hear about your journey up until this point. I'm excited to see what you do.